What's going on, Game Leaper? This is Ease, and today we're going to be watching a gold Irelia playing against a Fizz in the top lane. I know what you're thinking, oh, I never see this matchup. Regardless, we're going to go through the essential Irelia mechanics that this guy is missing, and sometimes has, that you have to have, okay, that the best in the world have. So, how does he play this lane? What does he do wrong? What does he kind of do right? Let's get into it. So the first thing I don't like in this lane, guys, as you just saw like kind of the level 1 play out, is the fact that look in the bottom left for me, this Irelia has Flash and TP. The Fizz has Ignite and Teleport. Now, this Fizz as well, okay, it's always important to consider the enemy champion, okay, because this really should determine how you play level 1. Irelia auto-attacking the wave like she did is super troll, just because the Fizz is stronger at level 1. I'm sure you'd agree, right? Press the attack Fizz with Ignite, maybe with his W, you're going to lose trades if you just fight him straight up. So the Irelia should be almost letting the wave come into her, and she should not be auto-attacking the minions at level 1. If you're weaker, do not do that, okay? Now, let's see how this plays out a little bit. So she's auto-attacking and queuing minions. This is kind of okay because she's stacking her passive, and because she's going to have her passive now, the Fizz actually does a good job because he's standing away. Irelia queues like this. I think maybe she could have queued onto the Fizz there, so actually after queuing to a minion, you always want to be moving as well, yeah? So as you're queuing, right-click to where you want to go. So if it's towards Fizz, I think maybe there's an opportunity there for Irelia to jump onto him and actually do damage. And if you want another tip, by the way, in terms of your passive, just look under Irelia's HP bar, these 4 red bars, I mean 4 stacks, you've got for your, bonus attack speed from your passive. Now, another thing I don't like here from Irelia, guys, this is like just a general top lane tip, but it will help all of you out. Can you see how he's just auto-attacking the wave like this? It's just pointless, right? Because when you hit level 2 as Irelia, you actually kind of want to fight the enemy champion, like this Fizz here, yeah? When you're auto-attacking the wave, you're making your wave bigger for sure. Okay, so if you do fight the enemy, like kind of minions have less aggro, if you will. But pushing the lane here, like there's no real reason to it. Yeah, the Fizz would much rather you just auto-attack the minions and kill them, okay? Because then he's going to be in a safer position of farm. In other words, closer to his tower. So if you keep the wave here just by last hitting, it makes it harder for Fizz to actually last hit. So look at Irelia just auto-attacking the minions. It's just like massive autopilot mode, there's no reason for it. And yeah, it's just a massive issue. Like anyone can do this, right? Like my dad could jump on and play as Irelia and, you know, last hit minions like this. It's pretty easy to do, okay? But you still want to, like, your main goal, obviously, is to kill the enemy champion. When you're pushing waves like this, like, what does it do? And as you see with this next wave as well, that Irelia recalls on, it's the worst recall I've ever seen. It's not, but, you know, I'm just saying it's horrifically bad. Because these 3 melee minions here, you can see that he's actually missed some minions of that previous wave. So there is an excess of 3 ranged minions here for the red side, but where have the 3 melees gone? So he's actually missed 3 minions by doing that, okay? So just recalling like that, just perma-shoving and then recalling when the wave is already in lane, super troll. In fact, he should probably even TP back just so he doesn't miss the minions here. Okay, so this wave management, guys, is crucial to understand and crucial to actually like not do. Just perma-shoving and just recalling when you don't really need to. But if you do recall and you're going to miss minions, TP back to the lane. You do not want to just, you know, miss golden experience for free, yeah? Now Fizz can do exactly the same thing. He can just shove and recall. The reason this is a lot better for Fizz is because he's recalling on a decent crash. You can see this next minion wave still hasn't collided. Okay, so this kind of, cannon wave, as you see, all of this is free time here, where Irelia in the wave is now like about to collide. Fizz just got his recall off, and he might even TP back to lane. You never know in this situation because he as well doesn't want to miss CS, which would be kind of a wise decision. Now again, Irelia, just going back to shoving the wave. What is the point in doing this? Can someone tell me? There is no point. I know, don't worry, it was rhetorical. Yeah, there's just no point. Like, just auto attack. Yeah, look how good I am. Yeah, let's just auto attack and queue the wave. Wow, I'm so good at Irelia. Let's go. And look at this next wave for me, where this is going to be. Under the tower again, and look at these red minions. These are going to die, some of these. Unless she TPs back to lane, she is going to miss like this whole wave. So let's watch. There goes 1 minion, there goes 2 melee minions. 3 melee minions, no doubt. Yeah, there's the 3rd. And Irelia is still running back to lane, missing golden experience. And Fizz is a level above us. So I know, like, yeah, we've been talking about Irelia mechanics a little bit. Most of this, though, is just, like, general top lane stuff. Dude, like, this is, yeah. There's a massive kind of disparity here between how even someone in, like, Diamond would manage these waves compared to this person. Again, like contesting the Fizz there where you don't have your E, you don't hit him with anything, you don't have your W, and you don't have any minions to jump to, like that is Guys, if the enemy wave is pushing into you and you don't have your E, you miss it, please don't go in like that. Like, please. That was really clean what she just did. So she's using those minions, okay, which she actually has now because she lets the wave push into her, as stepping stones. So the Q, the E, all of that was actually, like, close to perfect, I'd say. Like, if someone in Challenge did that, I'd be like, wow, that was clean. So very good there. Also has a W up now, so if, you know, maybe Fizz, like, jumps back on her. Now, unfortunately, Yi might die. Yes, she does die. But can Irelia pick up the kill here? She does. Nice. She played that really well in the last, like, 20 seconds. I'm just saying, before that, made it, like, so much harder than what it needed to be. If she's, like, healthier, just let the wave push into her, she can kill the Fizz easily with the Yi, and Yi doesn't have to die for it. So still, like, not that bad for Fizz. Now, unfortunately here, because Fizz has teleport, pushing this wave is a massive mistake. Not because Graves is here and anyone can see this now. I'm just saying that because Fizz can TP back to this lane, and because, you know, you have 90 mana, which is probably enough for a couple of spells, that's it. Your W's still on cooldown, and you're half HP. What is going to come of this if you stay? So if Fizz does TP, remember that TP channels for 4 seconds, I think it is. A recall takes 8 seconds, so you actually need to be recalling for 4 seconds before the TP actually comes in. Okay, so if the enemy champion, guys, if the enemy top lane has their TP up, and you are trying to shove a wave like this, I don't know what that E was, that was the most troll thing I've ever seen. So with your E there, what you can do, like Irelia does it actually kind of nice because she E's in the brush, so she E's in fog. Graves and Fizz are not going to see this, but because she just uses it like that, I don't even know what that was. Now she's got really no chance of actually surviving this, and Fizz catches up and gets a kill. Also, look at Fizz, level 6 now. Irelia is still level 5. She should be level 6 after killing the Fizz in lane. So again, wave management and actually just understanding these summon the spells and how you can use them. Now, thankfully, when Irelia gets back to this lane, guys, she does hit level 6, and Fizz is a lot less scary now, but just because Irelia is level 6. So what's important here is for her to shove the wave. So in this situation, look at how her minions outnumber the enemy minions, yeah? So look at this. This is a cannon wave. These minions are a surplus from the previous waves. So Irelia's cannon wave, this wave, is this one right here. You see this? So all of these minions here are just a surplus. They're just additional minions. So when you do have a surplus of minions like this and the wave is on Fizz's side of the lane, you have to hard shove. The reason for this is because Fizz can freeze the lane, and if you don't hard shove, it's going to stay here for a period of time. This is what you don't want. So actually doing her kind of tactic where she's just shoving relentlessly is really good. Now her W here is really troll. Please remember now that your W is blocking physical and magical damage. When you W like this just to chip the enemy champion's HP bar, pointless, right? If she was going to use her W here, why would she use it? What did I just say? Yeah, right, to shove the wave, yeah? So she would W, kind of like in front of these two melee minions at the red side. She'd W the whole wave, and she'd just Q around, get the wave shoved in. Even if Fizz jumps in there and you don't have cooldowns, I think it's fine because you have like the massive minion wave. The enemy minions just aren't there because you just killed them, and I actually think you'd win the 1v1. A lot cleaner than just using your W to poke the Fizz, and maybe Fizz, you never know in that situation, might jump on Irelia just knowing this, and it might be actually super close because Irelia doesn't have any cooldowns. W and her E got used, you know, would be a lot closer, it would be risky to take that fight on. Now again in this situation, guys, I don't know what this Irelia's like kind of infatuation is with her W and just using it for no reason. Please understand that your W is like your key cooldown in a lane. Okay, yes, your E is important. If you land your E, you're probably going to get a kill, but when you use your W, especially in the top lane where you're going to be going against bruisers who are just like scarier, to be honest, if you use your W. Like for example, imagine if this Fizz was like a Riven or a Fiora or someone and you just use your W. You're going to lose. Fizz should be treated the same way. It's press the attack Fizz. What items does he have? Yeah, and he has a Sheen, right? He's going to do damage to you because you don't have your W now. So this ultimate is completely justified by Fizz, and to be honest, even though it sounds kind of toxic, I hope the Irelia dies here. Now, thankfully, the Fizz plays it horrifically bad, and Irelia ends up winning because she has full passive stacks, but that just puts you in a really vulnerable situation. Also, the fact that Graves can be here, imagine if she has a W for that trade. She'd be like 70% HP probably, and there's no way Fizz actually wins it. But thankfully, because she's a full stat Irelia, she gets away with it. Against better players, you are going to get punished for using your W as liberally as this. If there was ever a time to use your W to poke the Fizz, it would have been there, because you would have solved his recall. But shoving this wave is correct. And yeah, take these tips into your games, guys. I know this was like a bit more macro-based, like wave management and all that stuff, but still, I think it's useful in terms of the actual mechanics on Irelia. There's definitely some stuff in there. So take these tips into your games, try not to do what this Irelia does for the most part, and you will be sweet. Thanks for watching. Bye.